Hey, now we're live.
Now we're live.
Hey, now we're live. Too many buttons to figure out. I'm playing with little swords. So we're back, everybody. Welcome to a Schmudgeon of Curmudgeon. We are back. We're sorry we were gone. It's all my fault. I had a child, so I had to get some sleep when I could. But now that they're sleep trained, I'm trying to bring them back, or bring this fun time with Dewey back. But also, while we do that, we are trying to grow our little group of Willow Wraithers. So tonight, our special guests are going to be the new friends that we invited to join us with Willow Wraith Press. So let me go ahead and bring them on. And I'm going to bring on this guy first. Hold on, I'm going to bring this guy first because he already showed, he made a joke and said he was last on the list. So let's give a big round of applause to Mr. Greg G.J. Terrell. So he's now first that's brought on. We also have Mr. Alex Schuerman. Hey. I will leave that one for last.
It was Dave.
It was.
It had to be Dave. If you ain't first, you last.
He reads good.
Pete. Woo!
He reads good. And then another friend that we have, Mr. Grimdark himself, Mr. ZB Steel.
Rising star.
Rising star, yes. We found that out today. He's a rising star in the Grimdark world.
Today? You should have found
That's
this out.
fantastic.
Nah, just today. And last but not least, here to join us. Oh, no. Nick Alexander is also here. Guess what? He joined too, but he's still sick. So we're just going to go ahead and put him on stage like this. Because this is the way that we do Nick. We do him dirty with a fog roll because he has a book called Fogbound, and we roll him. And then finally, Dave, you can remove your book. Dave, no, bald guy, come on.
No, put the book back. Put the book back.
So yes, thank you guys. I know it's not okay to say guys all the time, but yeah, unfortunately, we are all a bunch of white dudes hanging out.
It's not unfortunate.
Well,
what are you talking about?
It's nice to have a safe space.
You're off the team.
One thing this demo
that
is
was fast.
It was nice knowing you guys.
DJ Tate over there.
You don't have a Bugatti.
Yeah, right. So I asked all these fine gentlemen that I vibe with and asked if they wanted to join our existing Willow Wraith Press people to help grow this group. And then, I talked to Dewey and had to explain to him how much of a jerks you guys all are and how you fit well together with us. And Dewey's just going to have to learn how to play nice.
It's kind of shocking.
Yeah, where's my exit?
Right, stage left.
Hey, can we show the whole team?
Yeah, here's the team.
I want to show the whole team. Look at this, everybody. Wow. For those friends that aren't with us tonight, there's Andrew Meredith. We all know him. Michael Roberti, who's in the chat. I think I saw him over. Yeah, there he is. Who's, of course, embarrassed to know, so I'm taking him off of the graphic over here, and I'll resave it. And then there's Tim Wolf. I think Tim's there somewhere in the chat. Maybe. I don't know.
He didn't say hi, besties, did he? Oh, he did. He did. He said hi, besties.
Yay! All right, so I want to show the whole team. Look how much we've grown. This is incredible.
Well, we're going to try to grow. We're going to do our best to grow. We got some stuff planned, and we can explain some of that. But before we do that, let's start off with a little bit of an introduction to everybody. So let's give Greg the floor because he complained again for being last on the list. We don't want him to feel left out.
I'd love to be to introduce myself, but I think really no introduction needed. Okay, you know what I'm doing. Okay, no,
Okay. Then.
this is Dave's fault.
Let's get rid of him from the screen. We don't need him.
Get me out of here. No, so I write. I thought it was grimdark, and then when I published it, I found out it's not really all that grim at all. It's actually pretty hopeful. It probably falls more in line with like Noble Bright or something along that convention. Definitely fantasy. I love fantasy, and that's all I write currently. Author of Bloodwoven, Bloodbound, and in 4 days, I think the cover reveal for Bloodless will go live March 3rd. That's way more than 4 days, but March 3rd, Bloodless cover goes live. So very excited for that.
Ooh, fancy. Fancy. We do need more scarves. I got some bibs over here. I should go grab one of those, huh, Tim? Some baby
It's
bibs.
80 where I am today. I don't need a scarf.
It's been a pleasant 70 for the last 3 days here in Houston. It's been so nice.
68 today.
Too warm for my
And
blood.
coincidentally, we've had a lot of fog here in Houston.
Fog is bound to happen.
Spooky.
I forget that Dewey and I are probably like 30 minutes from each other, maybe like roughly.
Maybe less,
the Houston area is pretty big, but it's also like Woodlands to Tomball. It's not that crazy.
Nope.
So
And one of the first things we've talked about with Willow Wraith is having like a team bonding party at Dewey's house. So we will be there like next week.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So unfortunately, I am going out of town, but
of course.
You don't have to be
you
there.
don't have to be
There's
there.
a house there.
we're going out of town.
Don't have to be there.
Ooh.
All right. So, Mr. Schurman, you wanna give us a little spiel?
Sure. Hello, my name is Alex. I am the author of the Autolyx Stone, and hopefully I'll be writing some more books this year. So look forward to that. Mostly fantasy as well. Yeah. Exciting.
Wow. Okay. Big elevator pitch right there. Very nice. You sound like an engineer or something. I don't know.
Well, actually, when you calculate the parabola, then
See, you could be speaking 100% true, and I wouldn't know because math is not my strong suit. I was never a math student.
It's not Greg's either because he said 4 days. So
I looked at the calendar wrong. That's not really a math issue.
Look, you guys don't like differential equations? They make up everything in our lives. Trig? No?
I just say I concur.
Let me tell you, Alex,
my question is, do you guys like grammar?
No, not really.
Because grammar is basically a mathematical formula.
Sure.
Maybe in certain languages, not in English.
In English, it really is. I teach.
There's so many variables
because there's so many kids who are good at math and have no clue how to English. And if you teach it as like a mathematical formula, they can kind of figure out some of the things.
Interesting.
That's kind of fun. Do you follow?
Get out of here with all this
love for literature. This is why reading's on the decline.
I need math.
Right.
True, Tim.
That's what spreadsheets are for. I don't have to do the work. All right, Mr. Barnable, or as we just learned today, he's a spitting image of Andrew Tate.
I have hair. I need to get this out there right now. I have hair, and I'm not going to show it off. I don't have a six-pack. Just take my word for it. Yeah, I probably read gooder than him, but other than that, I think that's kind of where the comparisons end. Thankfully.
Yes, thankfully. So
yes.
You're our reader. You're our reader in waiting, as I'm going to call you.
Yes, I'm the token reviewer of the group. Nice to be here.
You've also got some works in progress.
I'm the
They
one
work.
non-author in this group. I'm in the middle.
You're like Alice. You're the Brady
Yeah,
Bunch.
everyone's books flow to me. So at least I know I'm here. Have you seen that video of Usher where they Photoshop him into the middle and he's like looking to the side and down because he thinks he's in the middle and he's in like the bottom left, talking to the wall. So I'm right where I want to be and happy to be there.
See the big bearded sandwich. That's what you like, huh?
Whoa.
We were talking about that backstage. Let's keep it there.
I now feel
I'm
guys.
sorry. I'm airing dirty laundry.
Well, Dave, you're the power bottom. You're on the underneath.
That's true. That's
You're
true.
the pillar of this whole
No, we're never
operation.
going to get anywhere with this group, are we?
Nope.
Dewey was messaging me early. He's like, "You guys talk a mile a minute in the Discord group. It's hard to follow.
Yeah.
You don't follow it for like 2 seconds.
I
and you're
suggested
like,
making a chat that was like off-topic chats that Dewey doesn't need to worry about.
That's like everything we talk about, though.
Yeah, it's working.
Mr. Steele, you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, as Tim said, I'm the overlord of this group. I'm slowly taking control one by one. But I'm a grimdark author. My books are on screen. I got for a few days more. An Inkling of Flame and Whispers of the Storm. I'm not 9 years old. I'm actually 11.
Big boy.
So I got that going for me. And yeah, just excited to be here and talk books and power bottoms and beards and stuff.
Oh, good God, this is such a nightmare.
I think it's going pretty well.
Where's Doug?
Yeah.
Get Doug. Someone go get him.
Oh God, yeah, whisper, bro. Shane says.
Yeah, I love.
Hey now, Mike, come on now. Just because you haven't grown one in your 50-some years of life doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Me neither.
All right, last but not least, Dave, tell me about yourself.
All right, what's up, people? I am Dave Lawson, author of The Envoys of War, which came out last year, and The Pawns of Havoc, which is going to come out sometime in May. And I am a snarky fantasy author, though I will say I said true because Mike Molman wrote true in the chat, and I saw that and my mind went there.
Gotta quit reading chat.
The novella is a little bit darker than the novel was, just because I guess more people die. I don't know if more people die, but people die, okay? In my books, people die. It's just what people do. Nothing gold can stay. I was teaching that in my English class today. And if young Metro don't trust you, don't know what that means. Thank you, Nick. You're amazing. I have all of the Willow Wraith.
Greg's been saucing it up for the past hour. and a half.
Willow Wraith Press books over here next to me. But I'm just going to show the ones that are good. So
That's crazy.
Collusion.
That's great. That's crazy.
He couldn't make it, so
I have them all over here, actually, and they are all fantastic.
And again, Mr. Nick Alexander also joined the group, but Mr. Fogbound, but he is still recovering from a spiel that he had in a hospital stay. So get well soon, sir, and welcome to the shit show. You came a little bit late and didn't know what you signed up for. And I want to say, because he's in the chat, though, I got something in the mail today.
Oh.
Yeah, that new cover.
Can we see Tim's handwriting, please?
Oh yeah, this one. Tim, I have no idea what you're trying to say here.
I teach high school. Bill, may our dragons never meet.
Oh.
Our
Mead.
Mead never empty, and our enemies never.
With
And
the
then
scarf.
Swim with the
something with the sharks.
Sharks.
There are
Swim with the
sharks
sharks.
in this book now.
Fire.
Ah,
Okay.
well, thank you, Dave. That's pretty good.
Very cool.
This would have
I
taken me
mean,
a little
I
while.
teach high school. I see bad handwriting all the time.
Whoa. His handwriting's not bad, Dave. It's
I
different.
mean, my handwriting's horrible. I had an IEP for handwriting in elementary school over here.
We call that unique in 2025.
I mean, I asked him for a signed copy too, and he said, "Fuck you."
Whoa, dropping F-bombs. How far into the stream are we? Jeez.
We all know Tim McKay is fucking ruthless.
Whoa,
Those
ZB
Canadians,
with the
you know, they're
follow-up.
not actually nice.
It's all an act. You hop in those DMs,
great.
the first thing you get is "fuck off."
Dewey, do we have the scale? We're gonna
Yes.
do the scale?
Yeah,
We
need to
do.
pull up the scale
Okay,
for this.
so now
We
we got
have
the
the
intros
scale.
out of the way. We got to do the scale. This is a Schmudgeon of Curmudgeon. So for the few people that haven't watched this before, we do curmudgeon scale. And you have to let us know where you stand. So Dewey, bring it on up.
I am. There we go. So we have everybody. I think everybody's here at the bottom, and the idea here is to rate yourself. How curmudgeonly are you today? Now, based on past experiences, I did put a definition for what is a curmudgeon, just in case we need it. And so I'll go ahead and do that. So
I don't think Mike is still here.
we get asked that, this is pretty much it. A curmudgeon, it's not a word, it's a lifestyle, essentially. But why is it only a smudgeon? Well, that's because really it's just a little bit. It's not all the time. So I don't like it when people text me in abbreviations at this old age. They'd be like, GM, well, General Matters to you, Motors to you, so that's being a curmudgeon, but with the smudgeon of it. It's not full on old man, grandpa curmudgeon. So I want you to think about your day. How was your day? Are you curmudgeonly today? You kind of curmudgeonly rate yourself. And usually I start with Bill, or even the guests, but we have so many. So I think I'm just going to go, well, I'm going to move Greg over here and
give him the boot.
Actually, I'm going to start with him. So Greg, how are you today on a scale of 0, where you're just a little grumpy, versus I'm right there at the top? Where do you fall?
I think last time I was on the show, it landed somewhere between 0 and 5. I'm at a 10 today. Okay, it's been a long week. You might not believe it because I'm laughing a lot, but this is laughter of anger. So
yeah, I understand that angry laugh.
No, I'm at a 0. I'm sorry, I lied to you.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
You just moved Dewey up a point.
I fibbed. I'm sorry.
No, I went up a couple points. Went about 15 minutes in when we started doing the F-bombs. I went up my points here.
Shane, the monkey is absolutely a 10. He will bite you. He bit me. He's not happy.
Greg likes to be bitten, though. It's okay.
Dave,
all right, I'm gonna go.
That was between you
Dave.
and me, dude.
Where are you, Dave?
I never really am that much of a curmudgeon, but it is February and I teach high school. So like whenever I was on the show, I think I was like a 3.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I think
say I'm like a 7 now because kids
Whoa.
are fucking annoying.
That's a healthy
why he's
curmudgeon
dropping
level.
F-bombs.
That's a healthy curmudgeon level at February with high school kids. Honestly, you got to survive.
That is where those F-bombs are generated from. I get it now. Makes sense.
All right.
This high school is our bad influence on him.
How about Bill? Bill, where are you today?
I'm overtired, so you'd think I'd be high, but I also finished both my books in stupid Atticus and posted them. So I'm in actually a good mood.
So like a 9.
Yeah. Let's go with 8.5. No, I'm actually in a pretty decent mood because of that. If you would have got me like a week ago when I was still fighting Atticus, I would be like way off the scale to like 100 because I wanted to burn everything to the ground. Atticus just.
It's been acting really funky lately. Yeah.
Yeah, it has. I noticed.
It's so frustrating.
Well, where
So
are you, Bill? Are you like a 6, a 5?
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, work is kicking my ass, so I'm pretty grumpy there. But
All right,
feeling kind of decent, I suppose.
fine. Okay, I'm going to put myself down. I'm pretty good today, so I'll do a 9. Alex, how about you? Where are you?
I'm gonna go with 4.
Oh.
If you would have asked me 2 days ago, I would have got a 9. But I'm getting over being sick, and we're going to wine country this weekend. Baby's first wine tasting. So that's gonna be fun.
Awesome.
How far is the drive for you? Is it like
An hour and a half? We're going to Fredericksburg.
Ooh, that's nice country.
For some reason, I was thinking you were in Dallas. You're closer to the Austin area, right?
Yeah, I'm in Austin, South Austin.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, Pete. How about you?
I would put perfect. I'm a 6. I'm fluctuating. It's been a long week back and forth. I was a 9 probably earlier today. Now I'm a 6 because you guys make it slightly worse.
Better.
A little better. A little better. We'll go with the 6. I think that's comfortable.
But
Alrighty.
Andrew Tate wouldn't be at a 6.
He's at 69. Yeah, probably like a 6.
I go for a 6 and then just like take Pete out of this picture.
Okay, Mr. Grimdark, how about you?
Yeah, I want a 6. I want to take Pete out of this whole image. Just cover him up.
That's crazy.
Of course, Grimdark would kill Pete off.
Yeah,
I know.
I have actually not had a meal today, so I'm definitely starting to feel that effect.
No.
But I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky dude, so I don't know.
That's fighting words there, Mr. Bowman.
Okay, Mike's comment there just moved me up.
Yeah, fair.
For real.
I do want to say I like how it looks like Zach has devil horns coming off his head because he is pretty evil. So
See, that's that tag team. He's happy to be with me now.
Yeah, he's enjoying
love it.
Pete is now my power bottom.
Ooh,
One is great.
there's a lot of fighting going on.
Whoa, Shane, uncalled for.
All right.
Shane's also in Texas.
Yeah.
if I'm remembering correctly.
Saudi Arabia.
At least he talks from like firsthand experience.
I will say
I
that this is
I
like
left
the only
Texas, so
moment
I'm
ever where I've
happy.
been like, Shane's a decent person.
Okay, I have really, and Bill knows this, I have really bad hearing, and I hear words and pieces of words. And so this is the sequence of words I just heard, which was power bottom and experience with that. And what was it was like, I'm losing my train of thought because I don't even know what any of
Dewey,
that
let me
means.
fix this for you. Okay, so what we
Thank
said
you.
was Greg is a power bottom, and he's had experience with a lot of different things
In Texas.
That's okay.
in Texas.
Actually, technically true, but not in the way you might think.
Okay.
My brain does not process that, you guys.
Yeah,
It shouldn't.
This is why Dewey can't keep up with the Discord because too much.
Oh, I
Too
keep
much
up with
snark.
it. I just click it off.
That's not keeping.
But to answer your question, Mike, I am no longer in Texas. I got out of there a couple of years ago. So I'm the only non-Texas or Oklahoma person in there. And Pete is East Coast. He is New York born and bred.
Mm-hmm.
And ZB
Wait,
Steele lives in wherever the young kids live these days.
One of the worst states in the union. Like you list the bottom 5, it sits in there.
Is it Kentucky?
Starts with an A.
It's Alabama.
It is Alabama.
Hey, roll tide, buddy.
I thought you were in
Hell
Georgia.
no. Get it, Doug. Doug, get him out.
It's the only thing I know. It's the only thing I know.
Auburn,
You're an Auburn fan over here. I
Auburn.
don't even know.
My wife went to Auburn. Unfortunately, I pulled for Georgia Southern, which I'm sure none of you have heard of.
No,
Well,
I
I'm
know
from
what
Suffolk
Georgia
County,
Southern
New
is.
York, so I will roll with you.
I'll take it. I don't normally take you, but I'll take it.
Exactly.
That's
First the devil
crazy.
horns, then the power bottom, then Georgia Suffolk.
The Pete and Zach bromance is blooming, guys. I'm just saying.
Hey, is there any way to separate them? Because they're making me uncomfortable. Can we?
I want to
can we
stay in the
move the
middle.
square?
That's all I know.
Greg, you're just jealous. You're like, I got all this experience as a power bottom. I'm not even being tapped.
You know,
Why'd I have to go?
why are you persecuting poor little Pete Tate over there?
Oh my god, this is like high school all over again.
True Tate.
I'm sure there's another segment we can move on to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why don't we say
There
what
must
Will
be.
Wraith is planning on doing?
Yeah. Good transition there, Alex. Thank you for
Oh,
keeping us on task. You know, even though I'm supposed to be the host, but I like listening to Dave say things because he's funny
You
sometimes.
see, there's your mistake.
Dave is
Yeah, I
funny
know.
sometimes. Thank you.
look, I just.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're still
that
waiting
was
for
your
that
alley-oop.
sometime.
I did an Alex oop.
Yeah, right. So, you know, when we started Willow Wraith Press, when Dewey and I started it, you know, well before we published the Tenacious Tale, we wanted to do something where we can, you know, not only promote our books, but also just promote indie books in general, you know, just have fun, be goofy. You know, obviously this whole show is a goofy show. But you know, we made some friends over the course of the journey. And when we had Mike and Tim and Andrew join us, you know, we had some ideas to do fun stuff. Unfortunately, some of that fell on the back burner because of life happened. Specifically on my end, you know, I said it before, I had a baby. We had some issues throughout that whole thing. So couldn't do it. Now that things are looking up, I want to get back to that. I want to do it and have more fun. And, you know, I met all of you great guys, a bunch of great people over the course of this journey, and, you know, more the merrier. So some of the stuff that we're talking about doing, you know, I'm always open to improvement because that's my career is continuous improvement. But we have some ideas. You know, we had the Authors and Adventures, which Mike Roberti, you know, had that idea, was really fun. Want to pick that back up again, where we do a D&D one shot in an indie author's world or something like similar like that. That was quite fun. Like to pick that up again. And now we got you guys who are a lot more D&D players than me. The first time I ever played was that first episode, and that didn't go so hot for me. Poor Mike. But we want to do more on YouTube. You know, we got now that we got a group here that a lot of us in this group on the screen right now read a ton. You know, we all read a lot of books, but a lot of us read indie books. So kind of want to do some stuff with indie book reviews, you know, indie roundtables type stuff. Maybe a monthly buddy read type thing where then we'll have a follow-up, you know, discussion, you know, talk about that stuff, and, you know, just promote books, you know, indie books especially, because we're all, except for Pete yet, he's working on it. Except for Pete yet, we're all indie self-published authors. So let's get the word out. One of the things that we are going to start doing, and this is another microparity idea, we're going to start doing a onion style column on science fiction and fantasy topics. You know, pure satire, pure goof, pure fun. But we're going to do some articles and we're going to try to release those on a weekly thing just to kind of have some fun. And some of the ones that these guys have come up with so far have been pretty darn good. I'm excited for those. So that's going to be a fun one. And then, you know, just anything else we can come up with would be some good ideas. And, you know, these guys have been shooting ideas out left and right. So we're going to try to just, like I said, have a lot of fun. I mean, we already do, but we want to share that fun with other people. Hopefully they have fun too. So yeah, that's what we want to do at Willow Wraith. You know, yeah, the name is Willow Wraith Press. We're not a real press. Let's get that out there. I'm not taking these gentlemen's money. I'm not trying to be a middleman and stuff like that yet. Except for Greg, I'm going to try to take all.
Yeah, he's been taking all my money.
Exactly. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing, but need some help doing it. And these guys are wonderful dudes. No, we take your money, Mike. That's how this works. We give you books, we take your money, and then you sell them for us. Right?
True. Yeah.
So yeah, Dewey, want to add anything? Is your wife in the corner laughing at us being stupid?
No, I had to tell her to close the door. She's like, "Who's that?" I said, "It's just a bunch of guys." She said, "Oh," and then yeah, I'm just joking. It's actually my dog is whining, so I'm trying to keep her from. You'll hear her whining. But what do I want to add? What do you guys want? I mean, that's like y'all joined Willow Waith Press. It's really great to have you here. What are you expecting from this? Does anyone want to jump in?
It's really funny. So Dave and I actually have our origins sort of on the same blog that quickly wasn't a blog. We both guest posted on Bert's library once or twice, and then I think Bert sort of left the scene for like mental health reasons and some other stuff. And Dave picked up with SFFI, and I just decided I didn't have time and energy to do like full on reviews. But I do like the concept of doing reviews and like kind of, soapboxing books that I enjoy. And so that's an aspect that I'm really excited for, because a lot of you guys I've interacted with just in general, because, some of us are still with the Secret Scribes, an author collective, and we interact there and we do some things there. But I'm excited just to be a little more front facing and do some of that stuff, because uplifting others is something I enjoy doing. I don't think I have like the end all be all like sense of taste, but art is super objective. And if there's people out there like me with my same sort of idiosyncrasies that might enjoy a book, I get to then shout out like, this is why I enjoy this book. You might enjoy it too. So
you also
that's
don't
a really
have
exciting
taste,
thing.
You're going to be doing all the work.
Yeah. I am allowed to mention the Secret Scribes, but only twice, so I can't mention it anymore. But Dave can, and then Alex can, and then Bill can. But after that, it's done. So,
speaking of the Secret Scribes, when are we going to have our showdown, our final showdown?
Dude, I was about to ask, like, what happens when Willow Wraith Press has to face off against the Secret Scribes?
I mean, since I am the
founder,
leader of the Secret Scribes,
sure.
I don't know how that would work.
We have to cut Dave in half. Don't ask me how this helps.
Well, we're calling
ZB can figure it out. He's the grimdark guy.
Yeah, I'm picturing like right down the middle. That way, one side gets half a beer, the other one gets the other half.
Oh, and you could just face him this way and then face him this way. And...
Exactly.
No,
you wouldn't he like the guy who wears like a big red coat and has like these swinging blades that he swings around?
Yeah, that's how it'll happen. Very Mortal Kombat-esque.
I was thinking very like for a few hours more esque, but
Yeah,
a few days more.
Same thing. Hours, days. No.
Dave doesn't have the intelligence to keep titles like that in his mind. If it's over 2 words, it's gone.
And those 2 words have to be pawns,
log and bound.
Envoys.
Well, back to the topic at hand. I agree with Greg. I'm looking forward to being able to publish more reviews. I think I've done quite a few for the Sphinx competition and some of the other books I've read recently, but I've never really been a part of a review blog or anything, so that'll be exciting for me. And then I think our little Onion style of fantasy news thing is really fun, and I enjoyed. I've written 1 article so far, and I enjoyed it, and I have a couple other ideas I'm brewing. So I think that'll be a big hit in the community because it's silly.
I really do too. It's the like I said, the ones that we have written already are pretty darn funny, and yours was really good, and it's kind of sad how true it is.
Oh, it's 100% true. That's why it's so good.
Yep.
I wrote one that was fantastic that can never be published.
That is true. It's gonna, or it could go in the back of your smut books. That's where it can go.
Perfect.
It wasn't smutty. It was just
I know.
It would make too many people on the Twitter mad.
Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? Clickbait.
Plus,
Pete,
like,
what
that's
do
their
you want to get out of this? 'Cause
They're just pissed off all the time.
the internet,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I met Twitter people. Yeah, them too.
I've already started to get what I want out of it, and it's a very progressive chat listening to all of you guys talk about your individual challenges of starting to write and how to go about publishing it yourselves and the do's and the don'ts. And, I only started even reviewing Goodly like 7 or 8 months ago, and just little things I've noticed along the way that I didn't realize. And, even just in the last week or 2 weeks that we've had the chat, some of the stuff that I've read has been invaluable. And I'm just taking notes on the side of just like little things. Like I have 1 or 2 outlines of something that, like 2 things that I'm working on. And I have little ideas of how to even just like format, whether it's, I know a lot of people have that big argument, whether it's like, what is it, a pantser, where you're just like, I'm winging it. And then someone like me who's like, I kind of need it to be a little more thought out. Like that stuff that I never even considered beforehand, where I would write like 3 pages and then take 2 months off and then be like, I don't know what happens next, and then just delete it. So, I enjoyed doing the reviewing already. I started doing it on like Facebook, and people would be like, thanks for, just saying your thoughts. That looks interesting. And that was like kind of rewarding in itself, which made me pivot to Twitter. And that turned out to be the best move ever, linking up with all of you guys and a bunch of other people. I think Lamy was the first person I hooked up with on there, which led to the rest of the scribes. And then everyone else, I think my entire TBR list is scribes books going back from the very beginning. I've read Eamon's, I've read Alex's, I've read Dave's. I have a nonstop list, and it's getting pretty annoying. So if you all could start procrastinating, it would be great.
Well, it works out though too, because Pete, one of the things Dewey really wanted to do, and we just haven't done it yet, is do either videos or blog posts on this process of self-publishing, like detailed ones, because, and Dewey can speak to this better than I can, but like when he researched it a couple of years ago, that there's like, buy my book, buy this, YouTube stuff. We don't need to do that, but it would help because we all have different experiences with this that could help other people. So I think that's a good opportunity there, right, Dewey?
Yeah, that's one thing we've talked about is, well, especially with, and as y'all know, I am a middle grade author, so I'm kind of like a sore thumb in this group, middle grade, and then right next to me is grimdark. I mean, that spectrum is pretty wide there. but saying that, grimdark, what is it? What makes grimdark? These are questions that I have. Like, what is noble right? What makes this? What are the qualities I'm looking for? And I think other people have these questions that when they're looking at authors, they want to know what they're getting into and what aligns with them based on all these words that are being thrown around. Like, what is middle grade? What exactly is that? And so we've talked about the writing process from the back end, but also as a reader coming in and seeing the indie world and how it's really diversified the kinds of books that have become available, but it's also a little difficult to kind of sort through and understand that without completely immersing yourself into it. So we wanted to kind of approach that as well here on the channel, just to get that perspective out there to help people.
That's great, Dewey. I love that. I also think that maybe just generic getting people into reading content is also something I'd be really interested in. You know, I think yours is kind of the low level, what do these genres, categories, terminology mean? But even taking one step back and saying, hey, reading is fun. Here's some fantasy that you might enjoy.
Yeah, and even rating it, you know, like not rating it like is it good or bad, but rating it like, are you ready to step into a good fantasy? Here's a book to try, you know,
Yeah.
but focused on indie, focused on that independent publishing group that, I mean, trad publishing gets, they get all the shining, you know, lights shown on them, and we don't need that. We need to support one another with this, and I think that anything we can do to help shine a clarifying light to help people really know what they want and really dig into will help.
Sure, like, I mean, even something simple like prose, like I could recommend G.J. Terrell's books as kind of a simpler prose style that maybe newer readers would really fall in love with, that kind of thing. He just gives the thumb up.
Yeah,
but do you like cutting people in half? Try this book. You know, do you like, you know, maybe just sitting around in a cottage and drinking coffee and talking about, you know, grandma that might have a little mystery to solve? You know, try this book, and this is what we call it cozy, you know. And, you know, just all of these, I found that to be challenging for myself, is all the terminology and understanding what it all means. Anyway, so that's my take.
Do you want?
Don't laugh at me.
Tarantino, I think we call it like Fantantino. If you want fantasy Tarantino, we know where to go. Like, you know, basically,
yeah, I was going to say that.
Yes.
That's me. Yeah, if you want good books, that's me. If you want, you know, high quality prose, that's me again. If you want, you know, Borderlands meets Dune, that's Bill. Unfortunately, I can't sell that one for me, but yeah, I'm with Dewey. Where like it's just a really good environment to read and recommend. Just kind of, it's been really fun just hanging out with you guys. You know, it's also been really fun like giving Pete horrible advice, but like with a dead serious face.
Oh yeah, well no, my first book is going to be what not to do, so it's really been helping actually.
Yeah, it's going to be called.
I think Dave already
Don't put a
published that
fox
one.
on the cover when there's no fox in the.
Oh, all right.
That's
You know,
true.
I think it makes sense when you read it, but I have had that complaint more than once. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. Dewey, did you do the wheel?
I did.
Wait, no one has asked me what I hope to get out of
okay.
it.
Yeah.
So anyway, about this wheel.
Come on.
All right, Dave. What do you want? What do you want?
So basically, my thought is, first of all, yes, Mike loves enemies to lovers. He and Ro are actually currently enemies. We're
Enemies to
hoping.
lovers.
Anyway, yes. Basically, what I am trying to get out of Willow Wraith Press. Yes, I am the fearless leader of the Secret Scribes, and I love the Scribes. I also think that part of what we do as indie authors, indie reviewers, etc., is we want to kind of build as big of a community as we can with other people who are like-minded, to where kind of being like, well, I only do this one thing, kind of becomes a situation where you're like, well, I only like these 12 people and I don't interact with the others. And I think that in a way, you know, it works well to kind of try to diversify as much as possible. Tim, I think, is in finance, Tim Wolf. So he would probably say something along the lines of, it's always a good idea to diversify your interests. And then, you know, I also just wanted to meet more bald people, because like Alex is bald and I'm bald.
Well, that was
And
the
then,
scribe.
like, you know, we needed Pete, so we'd have a third bald person here.
Look at that.
And then
Look at that.
Zach's hairline, like
Hey.
receding. So like we needed some more bald people. And
He's
like,
a
I was
rising
okay,
star.
This is the place where we need to go. Zach is a rising star of baldness. It's
Not a rising
When I
hairline.
make it big,
Okay?
I'm gonna remember.
not
every
a
bit of
rising
it.
hairline. So basically, I think it's just a
Yes,
situation
circle back.
of, as indie authors, we want to try to make connections, make friends, learn. And one of the best ways you can do that is just to try to connect with people. And then we've also got like amazing hair. Like Nick has the best hair to ever exist. Bill, that bastard, has really good hair underneath that hat.
It's good hair.
Yeah.
Dewey is the oldest one here, I think, and he's got this like
Fantastic
solid hairline.
Yeah.
Greg will be bald in 5
Yeah,
years.
Dewey Freight.
Yeah, he better be. Look at that.
I don't think so. Hey, look
You
at
got the
this. I don't
cul-de-sac
think so,
going,
buddy.
man.
Hey,
Starting the cul-de-sac. All right, Dewey, wheel it. Do a wheel. We got Terminator questions.
Well, so
I have Terminator questions for Tim Wolf in the chat.
let's see. All righty. So I did put together the wheel,
So this
which is just
for those that have not seen it, so probably Zach and Pete for sure. We have a wheel of questions, and they're usually goofy, silly, whatever type of questions.
Now I put 10 here. We're not going to do all 10, of course.
Yeah,
this is just a few, but I have a wheel that randomly chooses you, and then I have a little. So I'm going to spin the wheel here in a second, but if it lands on your name, of course, you're going to choose a number, and then that number is going to ask a random, silly question. I came up with these questions, so they're clean and safe, so don't worry about it. But I will say, if we land on the porridge, which is in honor of our missing Willow Wrather, Michael Roberti, I have a porridge image here, and it was the best one I could find. If you land on that, then you get to choose someone else to ask a question. So you can take it off your plate and say, okay, I want someone else to answer. So I'm gonna go. Here we go. Oh, good Lord.
Right off the front.
All right. So now that one's thrown, whoever I roll next is going to get to choose someone else. Ready?
Alex.
Uh-oh.
Alex. Okay. You can take it or you can choose somebody.
I'll take it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to take you off. Here we go. Which one do you want? 1 through 10.
Dragon.
The dragon.
Cheater.
Okay. Would you rather live in a magical kingdom where everything is suspiciously perfect and clearly hiding a dark secret, or a grimdark world where everyone is miserable but at least honest about it? And why?
I'm going to go with suspiciously perfect, because then at least I can pretend that, things are great and I'm having a good time. I feel like a grimdark world where everyone is miserable is just awful. At least the other one has some upside to it.
Well, yeah, I think I'd be there with you. I'd rather
give me the sweet lies. The sweet lies.
Anybody else want to tackle this one? It's just speaking to anybody else. No, okay. Well, then I guess we're gonna have to go back and spin the wheel. We want to do it again, Bill?
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's just see what else we got. So 10's off the board. Oh, Pete. All right. Anyone but 10.
Pete had to go.
Oh, he had to go. Oh no, I didn't know. Sorry, Pete. Okay, we're gonna go with somebody else then. Oh no, Dave. Which one? 1 through 9.
You're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm muted.
Sorry, we're gonna go with the axe. We have to.
Ooh, right. Cork's axe.
If your life had a theme song that played every time you entered a room, what's the worst possible song it could be, and why is it "Careless Whisper" by George Michael?
That is not the worst one.
No, you do
I
not
have to
make fun of
say
Wayne.
is, I'm never gonna dance again.
No.
Guilty feet ain't got no
No.
rhythm. Great song.
Doug,
I could have gone
just wanna win
my
in this.
life without
Okay,
hearing
what is it? What's the worst song?
The worst song that I could think of that would enter a room every time. We're gonna go with "Careless Whisper" is a great song. Man, I think there are some really terrible modern like popish songs. I'm gonna go with just something by Justin Bieber.
Oh
We'll
gosh.
go with honestly,
Baby.
Baby's not that bad compared to, but we'll go with Baby by Justin Bieber.
Oh, ooh. Yeah, no. That's no good.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! You're welcome.
Please don't sing.
So you
I don't
enter
know
the
who-
room and that's what it's
Right.
oh,
I
yeah.
don't know who George Michael is.
Of course you don't. You're like 4.
Wait, who's oh yeah.
Is this
Doug.
a person thing or?
I mean, it's okay. You're not missing anything.
Before I go away and someone else has asked a question, I would like, especially Shane, to know these are, and Tim as well, if he's still in the chat. These arrived just about 5 minutes ago, so I have more of them to send out.
Don't make me start
Awesome.
talking about Rush, Dewey.
Oh,
Bring Warren
okay.
in.
Yeah,
He
George
does not
Michael
like Rush.
and Rush. Yeah, we're gonna put them on the same level. There we go.
And who is Rush?
Oh, who said that?
God, you are so young.
Oh
When were you born? What year were you born?
It's
I
got
don't
to be
feel
trouble.
comfortable answering that question right now, but like I know Big Time Rush. I know that band.
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
Yeah, they're about the same.
Hmm.
Oh, Zach.
Zach, how old are you again?
Old
12.
enough to know better?
No.
That's a good answer.
Like you're like 30 something.
No.
No, he's not even 30 yet, Greg. Don't you pay attention to the chat?
He's 26.
Yeah. I know that the hairline and the dead look in the eyes is deceiving, but I'm not in my 30s.
You are
Damn,
26.
dude, you should go to a doctor.
Aw. All right.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Good one, Tim. There
I
you
think
go.
we should kick Greg off the tour. Someone go get Doug.
Someone go get Doug right away.
Yeah.
All right.
Mike, yes, you are, unfortunately.
Nah,
That's why
26
we
ain't
all
that bad.
hate ZB, Mike.
Let's
Nah,
try and do
12
let's-
years old and everyone loves him
Just
better
do
than
it.
us.
Dewey, just do it.
I am. I'm
I
just
can't
doing it.
even. I
Oh,
can't
well,
even
look
with
at
this
there.
youngin'.
Wait,
Oh.
it's Alex.
Oh,
It's Alex again.
me
Kick
again.
Alex off the tour. No one cares.
He's always-
about
All right. Well, let's choose number 8, the Autolic Stone.
What's a minor inconvenience that instantly turns you into the villain of your own story?
There's a lot.
I go.
Yeah, I was
Which one's the
next.
best one? Okay. You're walking down the street and people are like doing their own thing in front of you. They're walking the same way, like maybe you're at your airport or whatever, and they just stop dead on. You're walking behind them, they stop and they like check their phone or they just whatever. That pisses me off so much. I'm like, just move to the side if you're gonna stop. Don't stop in the middle of the walkway. And then I get my death ray out.
Mm.
And then it becomes the next scene in your book. That's
When his toupee falls off. That's fucked up, Dave.
Oops. Nope. Let's go back. All right. Well, do you want me to keep going,
Let's
Bill?
keep
Because
going.
I'd like.
This is fun.
All righty.
I want to see
Well-
how much. I want to see how much Zach doesn't know.
It's Pete.
All right. He's
He's
not here.
gone.
Oh, now it's
just
Greg.
here. Pick number 2 then, Dewey.
All right.
Huh?
Why is Greg on there twice?
Well,
Well,
so
every-
Good answer.
Everyone was on there twice.
this
and
is
that-
this is actually crazy.
Let's go.
All right. So now it's down to you
now.
two. Okay. So
We're gonna
Dave.
pick the wine in honor of Jen and her winter plum wine.
Is that one?
Goblet
Is that the wine?
number
Yeah.
1.
If you could rewrite the ending of any fantasy book or movie just to make fans really mad, which one would you ruin and how?
Okay, so Bloodwoven by G.J. Terrell. I don't know. Do you have any fans, Greg?
No, nobody's read it. Just ruin
anyway,
something else.
I guess it would just make Bill mad at this point. The end of book 1, Lynn and Teal just start making out. And like they are in love and they stay together forever. And it's just a great moment. Also, I'll say at the end of Fogbound by Nick, we're going to say the boil-faced man shows up and he just is like, guess what, Xerxian? You also have boils on your face.
Oh, what a twist.
And Xerxian is just ugly. Also, in a ZB Steel novel, the characters live.
Oh,
People would like that too much.
Tangentially related, Bill, I thought you might want to know. Andres, he messaged me and said he's definitely shipping Len and Denny now that he's at that point in book 2.
Told you.
So he's feeling it. He's feeling it with the fervor.
Denny.
Yeah,
We're all about
he's
Teal.
there.
No.
Yeah.
All right, we know who's going next. It's one of two people.
It's gotta be me.
Oh, it's
Oh,
gotta
God,
be
it's
you.
going to be Greg twice.
One
and
of
the
us
last
two.
two are
I've
gonna
never
be
seen
back.
Alrighty, so we have
I don't
2,
think number
3.
4 was selected, right?
No,
I'll take
not yet.
4 in honor of the scribes.
You're given one of the 9 rings of mortal men. Now that's a Lord of the Rings reference.
I
But
gotcha,
instead
yeah.
of corrupting you with dark power, it just amplifies your worst possible personality trait. What does it amplify?
Growing a beard.
I am one of the most competitive people I know, and it could be about anything. It could be about something I'm not even good at or remotely
Pickleball.
sure of, and I get
Like
competitive.
writing?
Yeah, like that, Dave.
Pickleball.
Pickleball, anything. So I'm now suddenly just the most competitive person in the world, and it doesn't end well for anyone, including myself. Like it's a lose-lose situation. So
Fueled by Sauron himself. Oh my God.
exactly, yeah.
I love it. All right. Well, let's see.
Who's it gonna be?
I hope with
Who's
you
it gonna
again,
be?
Greg.
Yay!
It would be wild for you to have the last 2 questions.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, which one we have? I think 2, 3, 7, 6, and
Give me
9.
7. Give me like the Chester hat.
What's a popular food everyone raves about that you
a fun
secretly think tastes like disappointment and lies?
Just the whole Chinese food genre, I think, is just so overrated.
Really?
Yeah, that and porridge. Like porridge and soup.
Whoa.
That's hard to think about, but man, like I gotta be
No.
sick or something to even try it.
I honestly I hate soup. Like, get that poor people shit out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I
It's just
like soup, but I do
water.
not like porridge. Porridge is just gross.
Yeah, I mean, there's a
Um,
reason why Mike likes it so much. It's because it's bad.
Do you like Vietnamese or Thai or like any other Asian food, or is it like Asian food as a whole that you're just not like a super big fan of?
I'd say like the whole continent, really.
Damn. Oh, that's rough.
That's because he's
So
from
once you've
Alabama,
grown
y'all.
up a little bit and you've gotten over the chicken fingers and the mac and cheese,
I'm never leaving
you'll
that behind.
learn.
No,
From
never
the
happened.
South, y'all. He's
Zach,
doing
are
it.
you my wife? What the fuck?
Well, I could be your power bottom. That's all I know.
All right. Well, you get to answer another one. So let's round this thing out. Since Pete left, we get to clean it up. 2, 3. I'm sorry. 2, 4, 6.
No, 4 we
I think.
I
did.
took
So it's
4.
2, 3, and
We did
6.
4. Give me
Oh yeah,
2.
2 and 3 and 6. One of those. And
I'll
9.
take 2.
Wait, no, we did 9. Which one?
Yeah, 2. Number
He
2.
wants to because he's the new king of Grimdark.
He is.
If you had to choose between being the chosen one or the snarky sidekick, which role are you embracing and why is it obviously sidekick?
I will
Actually,
be sidekick just to take Dave's role.
I
Leave him just totally worthless.
Roro, tell him.
That's great.
You heard
actually
it here
wrote this
first.
one with
Dave
Dave in
is just
mind.
a sidekick.
Dave
The
would
star-
be forced to just like wander the streets, just homeless and naked, just no sense of identity left.
Oh my goodness.
That's cruel. He'd be cold without any hair.
He's got the beard hair. He'll be all right. He can spread it out.
All right, and then Greg, I guess it's up to you to round us out. It's 3 or 6.
Sure.
Which one you want?
Is 9 a sword in the stone, and has it been chosen?
Did we choose 9? We can see.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
you wake up in a fantasy
Nice.
world, but instead of being a hero, you're just an NPC shopkeeper with the most depressing backstory. What are you selling?
Solar panels.
As soon as I read it, it popped in my head. I'm just, I guess, creative like that or something. Life insurance for the heroes. Yeah, it's
I was
there,
gonna say
dude.
selling
Hey,
the books, but that
It
counts
sort
too.
of writes itself. Life insurance, come on, that's so good.
But life
He's just
insurance for
miserable.
heroes.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna go
and
bankrupt.
Giving away all my good ideas, or
I love it.
No, selling life insurance to heroes.
Yeah,
they
heroes
lose.
going out
It's
to
a
fight.
It's a grim dark world. They lose. So
Greg, do you work in sales right now?
I do. Yeah,
That's why I was like, yeah, it's your normal life.
it's my normal life. Yeah, solar sales.
That's why I
Really
said solar
exciting.
panels.
Well,
Real
guys,
exciting stuff.
thanks for playing. That was awesome.
That was the fastest we got through that.
Yeah.
There's no Terminator questions. I'm sorry, Tim.
No, I didn't. I every time I put one in, I get chided.
That's true.
Yeah, I made questions that had like some movie ones, and when we had Mike on, Mike, who's seen like 4 movies in his life, was like, I don't know what that means. I'm like, oh,
We
come
had,
on,
like,
man.
We had alien questions, we had predator questions, we had Terminator questions. He's like, what? Which one's that? Like, oh.
I think I've seen Terminator 1. And I've seen, I don't know if I've actually watched any of the Alien Predators all the way through.
Doug.
Take him off the tour.
Okay.
Like I said, I studied film in college. I just studied 30s to 60s.
Wow.
The good stuff.
Isn't that the film era where they all just had the same accent all the time?
I mean, they had the continental accent, yes, but like it's what all of your movies that you like were influenced by.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Sure, Dave. Sure.
I don't think Princess Mononoke was influenced by any of those films. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm hearing is we watch the better, like evolved, more nuanced films.
Well,
Like,
that's why we need to
worst
bring
version,
back.
basically.
That's why we need to actually start. Dewey and I, we had the idea of doing B-movie reviews. So we can do that with. So I want to steal something from the local dad rock station that I've been listening to for like 30 years. They have a 26-year-old, so not much older than ZB, 26-year-old producer that's never seen any movies. So every Friday he watches those movies and he has to review them. So we're gonna steal that idea. We're gonna make Roberti and Dave watch these movies, and then we're gonna have them review it.
So first up is Tremors.
I've seen Tremors.
Okay. I was gonna use my little cloud sword.
I was about to say that's a Buster Blade. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Buster Sword. Thank you for being Tremors. Great movie. Losing my train of thought, guys. It's the end of the night. B-movie reviews, yes, Nick, here for you.
The Room, not the Room. Nobody needs to watch The Room.
Oh, you guys need to watch The Room
know.
and do a review on that. You
Couple
absolutely have to.
Yeah, it's really awful.
But you could like critique
Master Artist is
prose and like characterization, and you could even critique like subtext. Oh, there's so much good stuff that you could critique in that.
Yeah, and how that film doesn't have it. Like, that's not a critique.
No, but that's like the best way to learn these things is, okay, here's something without subtext. Yeah, that's why it's so bad, because it's missing this crucial ingredient.
And yet that movie is still popular 20 years later, whatever it's been.
Hey, Dave, Click was a masterpiece. How
No,
dare
I'm
you?
not saying they're bad. I'm just saying like they are. There are some great Adam Sandler movies, but they're also
Duh.
like, if you look at them from a critical standpoint,
What's the one where he plays his twin sister?
That one I have not actually seen.
That's
No
supposed to be like the
idea.
worst one.
It
Ever,
probably
but-
is.
I don't
I'm just
know
saying.
that
I
one.
think Click's just great, guys.
Click
Dude,
is
Click is
the
like
remote
really
and it
emotional.
like changes everything
It's
about
super
his life.
emotional. Yeah.
Like
and the
what's it
Righteous Gemstones. No, that's not the right one.
No,
Uncut
that's a TV show.
Diamonds or something.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut
Yeah,
Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
I still haven't watched it. It's supposed to be really good.
that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Well,
see,
he
so
is not a comedian in that movie, so
I've
I
never
didn't
seen
say
the
it was.
Grown Ups movies.
You're not missing
I'm
anything.
missing
Yeah,
anything.
I've heard those were not very good.
No, you're not missing anything with those ones for sure. Funny People is okay. Funny People is okay. Could have been better, I thought, with what's his face. Oh, there you go, Mike, bringing in the good movies.
That's
right.
a good movie. I like Romancing the Stone.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta run. I have not had a meal today, so I'm gonna go do that. But this was a lot of fun.
You should probably eat.
Thank you for the interactions and stuff. This was really fun. So, all right,
All
I'll
right.
talk to you later.
See you, Zach.
Thanks.
Now that
Just
he's
got a lot
gone.
older,
Yeah,
guys.
now that he's gone, let's
Yeah,
being
the
such
median
sad
age
sacks,
went up
Grimdark.
by like 6 years.
We need to educate him with some Rush, and I'll even do
I
Wham.
mean, the man literally didn't know who Sean Connery was. Like,
Oh, I thought he was joking.
No,
he
he
was
didn't
not
know who
joking.
Sean Connery was.
The only
That's
thing he
crazy.
knew about Sean Connery was from the SNL
The
skit.
skit,
Which,
right?
Well, that's fair. I
granted,
mean,
those are funny. Those are hilarious. But come on now.
Yeah.
Shane in the chat just had the
He's gonna
greatest
have some
comment ever over there.
Dino nuts for sure. His mac and cheese and Dino nuts. And his
Aw.
Capri Sun. It's gonna be great.
He gets everywhere because he put the straw straight through it.
Or a Lunchable. Yeah.
No, Tim.
A Lunchable.
He's not joking. No,
No.
he had no idea. He's that naive, that young.
It's okay. We'll bring him forward.
He knows who
And he'll teach you how
Tarantino is.
to grimdark, Dewey.
No.
yeah.
I'm too old to learn that.
Well, guys, this was fun. So again, for anybody watching or sitting through this fun chat, these guys have all joined Willow Wraith Press. We're going to come up with some fun new things, hopefully, and keep it going. And yeah, we got books. We're
Ooh.
going to support books. And new covers. Oh, we both put it up at the same time. How original is that?
Ooh.
Tim Wolf, that cover is pretty baller, by the way. New PTD. So
Hey, I know that.
Hey, we're
book.
2 for 2, Dave.
yeah, that was nice.
I've exhausted my current supply.
Dave's got them all. He's got them all right there. So yeah, we have stuff planned to roll out soon, within the next couple of weeks. Couple of us have books releasing. Zach, who just left, has a book in the 25th of March, I think he said. His final book, The Whispers of a Storm.
Yeah, it's this one, right?
Whispers of a Storm is coming out on the 25th.
Okay.
Mr. Tim Wolf has his sequel to his novella, The Whisper That Replaced God, Part 2.
Whisper
It's
Almighty,
coming out.
right?
The Electric
Silence?
Boogaloo is coming out in the 21st. And then I have my sequel.
The
I guess I
Silent
should show my
Almighty.
book. Lady
Yes.
Slayer coming out. See how thick this thing is? Jesus Christ.
Holy
coming out.
moly.
Next Friday.
Yes.
Next Friday, it's coming out.
I've got a
Um,
lot of book to read before
yeah, it's
it
a lot of
Me
releases.
too. Oh.
I'm working my way through it. I think I'm like
Yeah.
32%. I'm like,
I appreciate that. So up next, for Schmudgeon, though, we are working with, I'm talking to Mr. Tim McKay. We're going to have him on. Now that I got his fancy book, but I got this old one right here too, but I'm not going to pull it up. So he'll be our next guest that we're going to talk to. So I I know, Mike.
Yeah.
It's a big book. It's 700.
It's a chunker.
It's big. It's a big one. So that's why Mike, I wrote this guy. This one's the small one.
That's Mike's perfect size.
The 100 pages. So yeah, Tim will be our next one, and then we're gonna try to get Mr. Nick Alexander on once he starts feeling better, and then go from there. And yeah, eventually we're gonna bring the quota up of not white men guys on this show because
And
we need to do that. And definitely be inclusive and diverse, not just those white guys. So that's what we have going. Thank you all for coming. You guys have any final words of wisdom, parting, not sweet sorrow?
My final words of wisdom are there are so many great books out there to read, but if you have to choose some books to read, I suggest reading The Tales of Tana the Tender Sword.
Oh,
SBFBO
and The Autolytic Stone. Also, The God's Blood Tragedy, also known as the Goose Blood Tragedy.
Goose blood.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that shout out.
Yeah, thank you.
Last words.
No, I'm really excited for everything that we're going to be doing with Willow Wraith, and like I said, book reviews and snarky content and promoting indie stuff is really exciting, and yeah.
Awesome.
Greg,
you're last on purpose.
Yeah, I honestly I don't know why I'm on this stream. I sort of just walked in here. I'm really confused and lost. No, I'm super excited for sort of what the future holds, and to echo some of the sentiments. Tons of great books out there. Just give them a try. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of stuff coming out, content wise and book wise, and all that good stuff. So super excited for it.
Oh yeah. Also, thank you for reminding me. Content wise, we are going to start. We started with Dave's. We are doing cover reveals too. So if you need help with promoting your covers or your books or anything, just reach out to any of us, and we will be glad to help. Because, like we said, we want to help out the indie community as much as possible. We are supporting as much as possible. So glad we can help anyway. And in one final note, here we go.
and it in style.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining, and it was a good chat. We'll see you all soon. All right, thank you. Bye, everyone.